We at Robot Wars have sent out the invites and places have been booked for our semi-final party. How to get a ticket? Smash 'em, bash 'em, roll it and stroll it, spin it and win it. Gears to crash, opponents to crush, and now 8 more mechanical marbles to mash.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man whose pigeons have a military coup, Craig Charles.
You know, people harp on about the great outdoors, but what's so great about it? To my mind, the only decent smell a cow makes is when it's under the grill, and sheep dips are something you put on kebabs. The thing is, I like my house. It's got carpets and a low pollen count. It's also got a fridge, which is better than anything God invented. OK, so apple trees give us apples, but something that gives you beer, ice cream and pork pies, now that's creating. But the best thing about the indoors is it's got a television, and we're better to watch another 8 robots battling it out for a place in our series semi-finals. So stay in, sit back and enjoy the carnage. Philippa, who are tonight's house guests?
OK, I'm going to talk very quickly and run you through the heat members because there's loads of them. Meet Tom and Jack and Mick and Crasher Nasher in the shape of a shark. It's a fantastic robot with a flexible tail. And they'll come all the way over here. They're all spread out in the pits. This is Sting 2. Do you remember Sting 1 from the last war? This is Sting 2. It's bigger, better, with a bigger weapon, they inform me. And this is Terminal Ferocity. Honey lubricates its joints. Sorry, you didn't have time to focus. Focused? Yes? Good. OK. Honey lubricates its bits. The first robot I've seen lubricated with honey, but there we are, each to his own. This is Facet. It has a camera inside. Now, they tell me they have a real reason for having a camera. It's not just posing, so that they can see when anyone comes up on the ramp, and then they know when to use their flipping power. Come back down here. Do you remember Shumi? We have a Shumi 2. Shumi from the last one. This is Shumi 2. Again, improved, bigger, better, stronger. So they say. Here's the story. Now, you do remember the Nemesis team from last time. What's the robot called now?
Diotoir.
Diotoir. The problem was they came over, they went through customs. Customs weren't sure what on earth this was they were faced with and insisted that the guys took everything apart. Circuit boards, the whole lot, yes?
I think the balaclavas were a bad idea.
And it took 4 months to put it together. They now have 1 day. And they're sweaty, and they're depressed, and they're tired, but we're giving them lots of encouragement because we loved Nemesis last time, and we want you to do well this time.
Thank you.
So, we have to go moving swiftly on to Firestorm. Wait, go on, let's do it together. It has a chung and a so look out for all of that working. And then this is the Steel Avenger, which has interchangeable weaponry on its top, and a feather duster for clearing up the mess afterwards. That was good though, wasn't it? It was very fast.
Well done, Philippa. Let's get angry though and see red with Shumi 2 against the Steel Avenger and that old feather duster trick. Terminal Ferocity, sweet and nice, or over in a trice for Facet, zooming in for trouble. Crasher Nasher, jaws with claws. Firestorm, fizz whoosh, about to be let loose. Diotoir, customised. Sting 2 with more venom than ever before.
Well, the countdown to carnage is over. Let the wars begin!
From Wigan and Preston, Shumi 2.
Evolved from the robot Shumi from the last wars with lighter material, still the heaviest in the heat, took 8 weeks and cost £300 to build. Spikes looked dangerous, well tuned. Shumi 2. In the last wars they were blue. Beaten up and bashed up by the house robots. Coffin shaped and a grave end result for Shumi. This time around they'll look to do much better than this with Shumi 2.
My name's John Pocock, captain of Team Shumi. This is John Turnbull, member of Team Shumi and a driver. This is Shumi 2, basic structure, aluminium, titanium tops and sides, 2-wheel drive, independently driven to steer, very powerful, about 25 miles an hour.
In the last wars we had no weapons on Shumi 1. This year we've gone to pneumatics. We have the front lifters. As we lift the opposition up, the front spike comes out and hopefully damages some electronics or the underneath and pierces holes.
From Suffolk and Essex, Steel Avenger.
Heavy but nippy, strong with aluminium and stainless steel panels, dangerous with an axe, mace or pick at the end of a pneumatic arm, 2 electric motor driven, is the new Avenger of Robot Wars.
I'm John Willoughby. I'm team captain of the Pneumatic Fanatics. These are my teammates Kev Cockrell and Tony Bates. And this is our robot, the Steel Avenger. It's got a front cutting blade. Its main weapon is a CO2 pneumatic powered arm with interchangeable heads. It's got a pick on the top, and we've got a nice axe that we're going to cut people in half with.
Robot ears, stand by.
Well, we've had the height, let's get ready to swipe. Shumi 2, with John Pocock there on the right and John Turnbull driving on the left. And here's Steel Avenger, with John Willoughby in the middle with the moustache.
Activate.
They're the first to get away. 25 miles an hour of top speed in the Steel Avenger. You've got that trident pick on top as well, and the spikes. Shumi 2 has far less weaponry. Round about the same top speed in the Steel Avenger, very near to the pit. How many robots has the pit caught in this series of Robot Wars? It's big, it's open, it's black. Everyone in the world can see it, apart from the Robot Wars drivers. Underneath the Steel Avenger goes Shumi 2. The Avenger turns to come in on the attack again. Interesting that the Steel Avenger is built like some great knight from Camelot, because John Willoughby is a great fan of King Arthur, of castles, of knights of the Round Table. His role model, John Steed, the old character from the Avengers series. And on the attack again, the Steel Avenger. Was that a flap flying on top of Shumi 2? No great damage sustained. Nudging away Shumi 2. It's just the heavier of the 2 robots. Oh! The old arena spike came out, nearly caught it out, so did the pit, and it's going in, it's going in, it's gone in! Oh, Shumi 2, beaten by the Steel Avenger team. And disappointment for John Pocock and John Turnbull there.
With Shumi 2 in the pit, the Steel Avenger lives to fight another day.
Shumi 2.
So do we.
Oh no, it all just kind of went pants, didn't it?
It did in the end, yeah. We nearly had them in the pit at one time.
I know, it was very exciting actually. It was very quick
It was
and
a speed
lots
part, I think.
happening.
We were both fast and trying to catch up with
We
one
weren't
another.
fast enough, pushed him down.
We
It's
enjoyed
a bit
it.
dented now.
Oh, that's deliberate, that.
Well, we knew that
That's
I'd
just
get
for
trapped.
That's just for
Okay, yeah.
Close. I thought we were going to lose. The first minute. Nearly got that chucked down the pit.
Yeah, we nearly got tipped, and then we were hanging in the pit. Kev said, back up. And my mind had gone there. If he hadn't said that, we'd have been...
I think the other guys helped us out, didn't they? They pulled us out. Yeah, they
Yeah.
did, yeah. But pulled us out and spun us around.
And you even got away with your brush intact.
Yeah. Not a singe.
Well, very impressive. Go and straighten your chopper and we'll look forward to seeing you again.
Steel Avenger through. Next up, Terminal Ferocity and Facet. Down the card there, Diotoir. I wonder if they're going to be ready in time, Philippa.
You may remember Nemesis from the last war. Well, they've changed the name. They've kept the outfit, but they've changed the name. But they've also been having an absolute nightmare. Thank you very much, the nice men at Customs. Not. Guys, this is why we find them on the floor, in tatters, not just the outfits, but their personalities. So you're having a horrible, horrible time, aren't you?
Having a great time.
Come on, tell me what's happening. Tell me, first of all, the new name and why.
Diotoir. It's a new robot. We still have Nemesis, and this is a brand new robot. Completely different chassis, different weapon system, much more powerful weapon systems. We're hoping to be able to throw robots.
But the reason why you're saying it's a much more powerful weapon system,
Yeah,
it's all
well-
fantastic. It's because it's kind of not fantastic at the moment, is it? It's all in bits.
Yeah, well, when Customs saw this, they weren't very impressed.
When you were on your way over,
Yeah.
they saw all the bits.
Yeah.
And they what? They didn't believe it was for Robot Wars?
Well, they didn't really know, and they just...
They had to check it out. So they've taken your robot to bits. Completely. How many months of work to put it together?
Well, we've been at it all day.
And how many months of work before? I mean, now you're trying to do it in one day.
Yeah, well, it was 4 months.
I just feel for you so much. Look, they've got little bits of diagrams all over the place with their little old notebooks. There's just things that they had jotted down. Oh, and they've been sweating all day, and you're miserable, aren't you?
I'm tired.
Miserable and tired. Oh, it will be worth it, I promise, and we really appreciate it. Because we can have more barbecued sausages. Remember the fun we had last time with the barbecue and the singeing? We can go through all that again.
The big kebab again.
Yeah, it'll be worth it. Come on. We'll bring you a cup of coffee in a minute. You keep working.
Thank you. See you later.
Oh, bless. Oh.
From Hampshire, Terminal Ferocity.
Let's get funny. With the honey, the sticky stuff applied to the drive rollers to maximise grip on the rubber-coated conveyor belt tracks. Now you know. The pneumatic front blade is gas-powered, the chainsaw petrol-driven.
My name is John Ryland, and this is Fiona Ryland, my wife and teammate. And this is our robot, Terminal Ferocity. The thing which makes Terminal Ferocity unique, apart from its tank shape, is the chainsaw, which is mounted in a swivel turret on full joystick control. Will go left and right, up and down, and has a lifting blade on the front, which will lift opponents straight into the path of a chainsaw.
From Kent, Facet.
Top speed of 48 miles an hour. We've not seen anything as quick as this. The lifting ramp can hoist and throw. The shell is only 2mm polycarbonate, but then GBH didn't look too tough in the last wars for this team. It was, though. Again, the scoop on the front of GBH. Lifting, tossing and throwing. The barrel-shaped body was tough. The team was exuberant and keen, and they will be this time again with Facet back in Robot Wars.
I'm Mike Rickard. This is Mike Smith, Charles Lavery. This is our latest robot, Facet. It has a pneumatic weapon, lifts all the way up, and it has an onboard camera.
Roboteers, stand by.
Terminal Ferocity with the Ryland team. John used to be a DJ, and Fiona built the tracks for Plunderbird. Their team, and here's Facet. Mike Rickard has had 3 robots now in Robot Wars. That giant flipper, I think, is going to be key. And it's Facet starting the smoother away from the right-hand side. Terminal Ferocity spins, trying to get the chainsaw into play. There is the flipper straight away! And up and over, Terminal Ferocity. Facet using that huge pneumatic lifting ramp, and over goes Terminal Ferocity. Well, I wonder if there's any life left now for John and Fiona Ryland in their Ferocity machine. Immediately, that improved weaponry on Facet, so vital and so impressive. I just wonder, actually, if it goes later on in the competition, whether or not the lifting ramp on Facet yawns too wide and a house robot could get in as they take on a house robot. Matilda is turned topsy-turvy by Mike Rickard. Loves his motor racing, wants to be a racing driver. Matilda helped out there, though. Shunt, righting his old house robot pal. And in the grip of dead metal, Terminal Ferocity has a terminal end, I should think, in Robot Wars. Facet again, this time taking on Bash, trying to flick Bash up and over. The weight of the house robot just keeping him on the arena floor. In under the belly, the stainless steel body of Terminal Ferocity. The house robot's cutting and clipping and taking on Facet as well, causing damage later on, but Facet the winner. Poor old Terminal Ferocity. Upset right at the start.
A bit cocky for his own good there, and Matilda is not happy. But Facet, they go through.
It was just a bit too fast for us.
It was very quick, wasn't it? I mean, it was only seconds, really, before you were tipped up. Yes. And then he went in for a second go, at which point we thought you might get a break and actually flop back.
Yeah. No, unfortunately not. We tried everything we could, but unfortunately it didn't work. But
it was very exciting, though. Did you enjoy it? Yeah?
Totally enjoyed it.
And we obviously saw what you did, not only to the competitor, but to our very own Matilda.
Yes. Oh, of course.
Which wasn't very nice.
Well, she was just parked at the bottom there, and we just couldn't resist it.
But was the success of your flipping down to this whole camera theory?
Of course it was.
That you could see the robot coming up the ramp, knew exactly when to flip?
Absolutely.
Yes, I'll go with that.
I don't believe you. I still think this is a pose value, and I bet you didn't use it at all.
As well.
But we really enjoyed it. It was very fast, very furious, and a great fight. Thank you very much.
Resistor. Ugh, I've seen Matilda in the showers. Facet through. Crash and Asher Firestorm there next up. Diotoir, what's the latest in the pitch?
Diotoir. What does it mean?
Annihilator.
Annihilator. And is it ready to annihilate after all the
I
trouble?
think so.
Yeah?
It's all the electronics works now.
You have a working robot?
Mm-hmm. We just need to adjust the fine points on it, and that's it.
So you. You're knackered.
No, I'm grand, yeah. I'm just wondering what it'll annihilate for me itself, most likely.
From Hartford, Crash Nasher.
Can Smasher and Basher with a Swedish Air Force rescue saw and a 4-pound sledgehammer. It destroyed the pickup family barbecue in practice. Now the house robots want to haul you over the coals.
We're the Crasher Nasher team. I'm Mike, this is Jack and Tom. Crasher Nasher is a mutant robot shark, hardwired for aggression. The main weapon is an emergency cut-off sword. It cuts people out of crashed aeroplanes. And at the back, it's a hammer-tail shark. It's got a sledgehammer that swings round and really crashes into the opposition.
From Durham, Firestorm.
Two old school friends from the Groundhog team in the last series return with one motor from a lawnmower, another from a cordless drill, a flipping Shremek arm, hardened aluminium shell, and Firestorm is smoking.
I'm Grimborn. And I'm Alex Morgie. And this is our robot Firestorm. It's a wedge-shaped robot, runs at 36 volts, and it's got on go-kart tyres. It's got 3 main weapons. It's got these belts on the front, where you're going to need someone, the belt to pull them up onto the arm, and the arm will push them over. The arm will also self-right us, so if we get tipped over, we can flip ourselves back over. We've also got this spike at the back.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's Crasher Nasher, the pickup team. Little Jack's a Manchester United fan, so's his cousin Tom Duggan and Firestorm.
3,
Graham Bone
2,
and Alex Mordew.
1. Activate.
Controls of Firestorm, a wedge-shaped robot slamming into Crasher Nasher, turning the shark up and over. Hardly a minnow, Firestorm, or you wouldn't expect this sort of damage against a shark. Against the arena wall, a great cloud of smoke from somewhere. Look at this power and pace, bang! The shark is bitten and bitten badly. Crasher Nasher, nashed up, I should think. Bashed up, certainly. And there's nothing left in that. In comes Bash, hauling the shark away to the depths of Robot War's oblivion. The camera on dead metal, the saw of dead metal. The punishing, squeeze ability of the house robots on Crasher Nasher. Firestorm, good driving by Alex Mordew, fine power. There again, slicing through the little wheel of the Crasher Nasher team. Dead metal.
Cease.
Off comes the wheel. Well, the most lethal thing they normally do is play badminton. They're more dangerous here. The poor kids. Oh, the young lads are out.
Looks like fish is off the menu. Firestorm, turn up the heat.
That is a crumpled mess, I have to say.
It got attacked.
And it was all very quick, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it needs a bit more training, I think. Still, I think Firestorm are a good team, so I hope they go far as well.
Yeah. How did it feel? Was it exciting at all? Were you not too upset, no?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're going to come back next year with a bigger, better one?
Yeah.
That won't get trounced? OK, I'll let you both go. Go on. Thank you very much. Bye. You meanies! How can you do that to those beautiful children?
Oh, we're just bullies. I mean, we didn't expect it to turn over as quickly as it did. We thought.
You did, you went, woof! Straight in. There was no holding back there that I saw.
That must be interference. In the,
oh, yeah, right. Interference. I've heard it all before. Anyway, well done, guys. Off you go. Thanks very much. See you in the next round.
Bullies or blue-eyed boys? They're whipping up a Firestorm anyway. Next up, Diotoir. Will it be ready against Sting 2?
Have you had time to think about tactics?
I hope it goes into a hole so that I can just go home.
Oh, no, don't you dare. After all this work, don't you dare.
Better not, because that's going to be lodged in his back.
That's very naughty. That's very naughty. It's lucky I know you're joking. Have you had time to think about tactics at all?
Yeah, up the middle with smoke.
Lovely. OK, thanks. Bye.
From Dublin, Diotoir.
Miserable and tired after the customs experience, but hugely popular back again. Fur brain, polka dotting, the hydraulic lifting arm, their main weapon. It's bound to catch fire. We love it. And look out for the fur. Everyone wants a piece of it. As they did in the last series, when Nemesis didn't last too long. They had the kebab ready, but instead of being charbroiled, it was pitted. Greatly popular team, though. Super fun.
I'm Joe Gavin. Kieran Bourne.
I'm Peter Evans, and this is Diotoir, son of Nemesis. The weapon that we're going to be using, hydraulically cocked in these large car springs. Comes all the way down, so it's flush with this bar here, and then we can fire it and hopefully throw all the rest of the robots over.
From Derbyshire, Sting 2.
The whip action gives the sting in the tail, modified over 3 months from the last series, more powerful. Ramming spikes, carbide tips, they look mean. Will Sting police this heat, or will they be jailed once again by the house robots like last time around? This is what happened to Sting. Withstanding pressure quite neatly from Dead Metal & Co. But the Sentinel with the little shunt, and down went Sting into the pit, down and out.
Hi, I'm Dave Barker, captain of the One Law Associates. Ian Pritchard, Pete Alsop, the rest of the team. This is the most important member of the team, Sting 2. She's got a bigger tail, a more powerful weapon, completely different motor setup, and new body style, but claims we have no fear.
Robot ears, stand by.
Diotoir, Captain Peter Redmond wants to be a shepherd. Well, according to team member Zulu, in other words, Karen Byrne. And Sting 2, Captain Dave Barker's been a hang gliding pilot for around about 15 years now. He's on the right. With Pete Alsop driving Sting 2 into the middle of the arena against Diotoir. Was a little bit of fur already ripped away. It was. The smile's a little bit lopsided, isn't it? There's the wiggly-waggly tail on the back of Sting 2. Looks like a scorpion. It's got a modified body. They say it's got a more organic look about the assembly. This year, Sting 2, the backbone and rib effect, the scorpion tail, the lifting arm from Diotoir. I want to see it over the flame pit. I want to see that fur on fire again. I dream about that between Robot Wars series, I know. Rather strange and sad at the same time, but here's Diotoir, just nudging with Sting 2, trying to flick Diotoir away. It's a little bit nervy and tentative. See the spikes on front of Sting 2, they're an addition this season. The new Robot Wars battle. As Diotoir pushes Sting 2 back against the arena wall, or tries to, at the control, Peter Redmond built a dune buggy in his time, a robot vacuum cleaner as well. He's not trying to suck, he's trying to push Sting 2 towards the pit! And down goes the Scorpion! That's a very, very popular victory in the arena. Matilda loves it. Oh, Pete Alsop, the driver, doesn't, of Sting 2. Bashed up at customs, but here they are.
Congratulations to the boys from ERA. They go through.
I couldn't believe it actually worked.
It did work, I know. It's a real feat, wasn't it?
Steroids have different effects
The
on
last
different
screw went
people.
in and we pushed it up there. And it worked.
You told me they'd do it.
Oh, what did I say? Because if he didn't, he was dead. You know what I mean? The chain broke, but had that sorted in a minute, like, no problem with that.
And you didn't even get a flaming.
No.
Oh, we brought matches. Flame it now. we're all geared up for it in the whole lot. See, Pete forgot the marshmallows, so there's no point in letting it go until we got the marshmallows in, you know what I mean?
For the next round, we expect marshmallows. Are they vegetarian sausages?
Yep.
Good. Get away, go and celebrate. Well done.
I'd just like to congratulate the other team because I'll be the first to buy the beers because they worked so hard to get it running. Even though we've been standing about doing nothing, they've been...
They have had a nightmare, haven't they? And I think that's why I'm really
deserve to
pleased.
win. They really do.
Oh, well, that's very good. Magnanimity.
Well, something like that anyway. Diotoir through with Firestorm Facet in the Steel Avenger from round 1. Let's see what the round 2 draw is. Diotoir against the Steel Avenger, Firestorm against Facet. Time for the Pinball Challenge and an old favourite of Robot Wars, Craig.
Experts say that people play arcade games as a means of escape. And if you meet the house robots playing our Pinball Warrior tournament, escape is exactly what you'll need. Let the trials begin.
The old friend is Razor. Next up to try and score points like this. 5 for each of the barrels, 20 points for the race up and over the ramp. 50 points to hit the target guarded by Bash there. 10 points for the multi-ball release in the corner, 5 points for each ball in the pit. Another 75 points for that target, but dead metal's around the corner. 25 points if you can open up the car door, but Kilolot's behind. 50 points for that target. 25 points if you can sink the sphere, and 5 points for each of the barrels up there. So far, we've had 8 competitors in the Pinball Warrior Challenge. Dominator's doing just that, 160 points, no real challenges, only 2 to go, but Razor and Mortis are the favourites for this, I can tell you. Just look at the Razor team, brilliant. Simon Scott on the right, Vincent Blood in the middle, Ian Lewis on the left-hand side. We all know Razor, weighing in at 79.2 kilos. And they're that great crushing arm. And their main tactic, they tell us, to have fun.
Okay, let's make it fun.
1. Activate.
Brilliant. Got into the spirit of things, smashing, crashing into the barrels. Early points, at least 25, 30 picked up there, spinning away. In comes Kilolot now. Kilolot has the freedom of the arena here. Bash, don't forget, is guarding a target, a 50-point target. Razor bumps Bash, bounces off. Maybe wiser to get 20 points by going up the ramp. Very few have tried that. Trying to get round the back of Bash. 50 points scored there by Razor. This is a good run early on, you know. There's Simon Scott at the control. His hero's the late actor and comedian John Candy. You'll remember him. Now to try and score 75 points. And this is an interesting tactic. You haven't seen this before. Missing out the multi-ball challenge completely and going over to another target to get easy points scored. Can't go back to that target. Now the multi-ball release. That's another 10 then. This is a very good run. And Dominator, at long last, could be challenged here. Intelligent driving. The sphere's in the pit. I didn't see that earlier on. The barrel's knocked down as well. This is a splendid run by Razor. Barrel into the pit. That's a nice touch. You won't get anything for the bricks, except consternation from the people who put the arena together again. Now the car door swings. They've virtually completed the whole arena here. What a marvellous run by Razor. That's splendid. They loved it. So did the crowd. Even the dead metal fans did, I should think. Oh, dear. Old Egghead. Driving magnificently. New leaders, Razor, 210 points. That's phenomenal in the Pinball Challenge. Wonderful.
So, a new highest pinball score's been set. But will it remain unchallenged? Watch this space. In the meantime, it's back to the wars.
This is how they line up then. Diotoir against the Steel Avenger and Firestorm against Facet. Philippa, the Steel Avenger team are in a no-win situation with you at the moment.
Any tactics? I mean, you're up against a real crowd puller there. How do you feel?
As far as possible, right? Yeah, keep away from the pointy bit.
OK, thanks very much. Great tactic. How do you feel being put up against Steel Avenger?
Well, if we can get it under them, we're all right. It depends on this lad, how his head is.
We have a set of car keys in the front to give him a scratch.
Oh, cool. Cool. Well done. OK. In you go.
He doesn't want to give anyone a little scratch. Kieran Byrne there on the left-hand side. Let me tell you, not only did he have to put his own robot together very late on, he's also been helping out all the other robots in the pits welding when they've had problems.
Roboteers, stand by.
Diotoir, great sportsmanship. They won the Sportsmanship Award last time around, and the Steel Avenger. John Willoughby at the controls.
Activate.
Of Arthurian legend, the Steel Avenger, perhaps, with the feather duster on the back. And Diotoir, a great roar goes up every time they do anything. A little bit of fur flies off. Oh, the Steel Avenger slamming into Dead Metal, working its way away from danger, but Dead Metal has a long memory. Diotoir nearly driving into the house robots. Oh, great slam, bam, from the... I think this time they're using the ice blade, aren't they, at the front? Yes, they are. The Steel Avenger to cut into, cleave Diotoir's hopes. Bashing on the back of the Steel Avenger, turning to get away. Oh, and off comes something from Diotoir again. There's a boggle eye. So now they just can stare blankly from the one eye. Cyclops now from the Republic of Ireland in the shape of Diotoir. Son of Nemesis, the Steel Avenger bashes against the arena wall. Diotoir getting in and underneath and flipping the Steel Avenger up and over, and that was their only viable tactic, and it's paid off. What a run here for Diotoir. They're on fire. Oh, great. I'd pay my admission fee just to see this. Look at this. They're on fire. A flame of burning. Diotoir, they've got to rebuild it all over again. At least look at the flag on top. At least that's not smouldering. Diotoir have got to rebuild it once again, all over again.
Well, there's no doubt about that. The winner is Diotoir, son of Nemesis. Come here, lads. Well. Cheers. I was visiting my in-laws in Galway, and imagine I turn on the radio, the Jerry Ryan show on RTE it was, and there's a national competition going on to name your robot. What happened there then?
Yeah, we wanted to get a good name that hardly anybody could pronounce.
Especially you.
Especially you.
Especially you. So you've got through twice, you never win. You've lost both wars, you got knocked out first time, and now you're through to round 3. How do you feel, lads?
It's great.
Oh, yeah, I think we're
Nemesis Baby is a much better robot.
It's just because you changed the name.
It's a different robot, whole different robot.
Well, all I can say is Bula Buskadina Bukali Oseren, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you do me that favour? Vegetarian sausage.
Got a bit
a la bash.
Broccoli sausage.
Lovely. You should taste it.
Get out
Go
of
on.
it.
Go on, it's lovely. Vegetarian. Go on, it's lovely.
I'm not eating that.
Go on, it's lovely.
My ma said never take food off strangers.
Your robot cooked it.
I wouldn't eat that thing I cooked. You should see what we've done with it.
God, it's lovely. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
You've got through really, really well. And it was a stunning battle for all of us to see, so thank you very much.
Someone's obviously put a jinx on us to make us get through, right?
I know. It's bringing him, isn't it? He's your lucky mascot.
Lucky Irishman.
I don't know who did that.
Look at that mangulation.
Yeah.
Who did that? You have no idea?
No.
No, because it was just a general, all right, let's get him.
Everybody's having to go at that.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it was so very exciting, but sadly...
We lost. That's
you lost and you're out.
Yeah.
Mutilation for the Steel Avenger. Diotoir went through to meet either Firestorm or Facet.
Firestorm, you're about to go into battle. Tell me your weak points and your strong points.
Strong points, we can turn people over and turn ourselves back over. Weak points, don't really know.
Never tested that's good, that's good. What about the opposition, though?
They're fairly scary, but we're fairly well matched, I think, so it's going to be an interesting fight.
It'll be an interesting fight. They can flip people as well, so we can flip them upside down, then flip them back over, and it could be quite interesting, yeah.
Should be a flipping good match, then.
It will be, certainly.
Okay.
50-50, two machines very close together. They're quite quick. They got a flipper as well, so I don't know. You just have to wait and see. We've welded all the damage up, so it's all
right.
All done. So,
and is the camera still working?
Yeah, sure. Yes. Yeah.
Did you get some nice shots?
Oh yes.
Yes, good, great. Fab, good luck.
Two good robots, two experienced teams, Firestorm, Graham Bone and Alex Mordew. And there's the Facet boys, Mike Rickard, Mike Smith and Charles Lavery. Rickard loves his white water rafting.
Stand by.
The currents are strong out there on the arena floor. Facet.
3.
There the Firestorm,
2,
hopes of Graham and Alex.
activate.
The vivid yellow and red colours. The speed, though, of Facet is frightening. And also that front lifting hydraulic ramp in underneath Firestorm. yawning mouth opens. That, I think, could be its Achilles heel as well as a yawning mouth. There's Firestorm in underneath Facet there. Two very speedy robots. But Facet up to 48 miles an hour. We simply have never seen anything as quick as this before. And there the great lifting ramp, but Firestorm has a Shrinek. It can self-right itself, as well as flip. Does so. Turns to come in again. It's a real feature of this series of Robot Wars. All credit to Rex Garrard, who invented it in the last series, the Shrinek, the self-righting mechanism. Up and over Firestorm, ready to do battle again. Prodding against Facet. Two similar wedge shapes again. How many robots have we seen come through the pitch with wedge shapes this series? The levering arm of Firestorm, less powerful than that of Facet, it has to be said, but pushing up against the arena wall. Now look at this. They're on their side and too close to the arena wall, but not close enough to get the great levering ramp to self-right themselves. And I think Facet have been done here by Firestorm, and it's a question now of whether the house robots will do Firestorm. And in comes Kill-A-Lot. Oh, and there's the damage I thought might happen. The great yawning mouth of Facet too wide. And in comes Kill-A-Lot with that penetrating lance. He's on fire.
Cease.
And Facet beaten.
Well, what a fight that was. The winner's obviously Firestorm team.
It looked really good at the start, didn't it?
That's right.
And then they righted themselves and it all went horribly wrong.
Just
It
couldn't get
slipped
round
down
quick
the
enough.
slippery slope.
I was going to sit on top of them so they couldn't right themselves. I couldn't get there quick enough.
It's all very well saying what you were going to do, but you didn't do it.
Yeah.
It's a great robot, though.
It
Thank
was.
you very
It
much
was.
for bringing it. We loved it. It was a great robot. Really good from where we were sitting.
It was good from where we were standing as well.
Yeah,
Did you like the flip?
was great.
Did you know that you would do that? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
did you?
Oh, yeah.
Were you fully confident
Yes.
when
Yeah.
you pressed the button?
Yeah.
Because it was really, really cool. We thought you were a goner. Best bits of the battle for you?
I think it was when we tipped over Facet and it just couldn't get back up again because we thought it was going to flip itself back over.
Yeah,
But
we knew they could flip themselves over, but
It was nice work, Justice. I just put you on that angle where you can't move at all. Nice work. Well done, guys. See you in the next one.
yeah.
So there we have confirmation. Firestorm beating Facet, going through to face Diotoir in the Heat-O final.
Our two survivors are now preparing for battle in the third and final round.
Come on, quick. You're just about to go in for battle.
I'm going in for a battle.
I know, but you haven't got your hat on or your sunglasses.
Krypton factor.
Quick.
Oh.
Oh, the sunglasses just went in the robot. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. They've been retrieved.
What are you doing to me?
Okay. Are you all right there?
Not a bother, yeah.
You can see where you're going, can't you? Yeah? You can see all right, can't you? They're never going to last 5 minutes. Firestorm crew, tell me, are you ready?
we are, yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
In every way, shape and form?
So, yeah, should be.
But you know you're battling madness?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we know they're
how do you
completely
battle madness? I mean, where do you know where to start?
Well, with madness. Yes.
Obviously.
Okay.
Mad
All right.
tactics for mad people.
And I'll give you a clue, right? They've got their sunglasses on. They can't see a thing.
Ah, right.
Well, this is how Firestorm got to the Heat final. Crasher, Nasher smashed up against the arena wall. Shark-shaped, but dragged to the depths of oblivion. An easy victory for Firestorm. This was the surprise against Facet. First of all, turned up and over, but using its self-righting mechanism to great effect, and then turning that mechanism into a weapon to get in and underneath Facet. Overturning, I think, the favourite for that semi-final. And this, of course, Diotoir, what a story this has been. Nudging Sting 2 into the pitch. They put this robot together inside 24 hours, and the major surprise of the Heat so far, beating the Steel Avenger. Before, as custom befits, catching fire.
Roboteers, stand by.
Custom. Good word for Diotoir today. Their robot pulled apart by the customs. They put it together again. And look, more fur after the fire of the Heat semi-finals. There, of course, the Firestorm boys against them. And the Dubliners done well to repair Diotoir. It's got the little trophy from the Steel Avenger, the Feather Duster as well, and immediately Firestorm trying to lever Diotoir up and over. Where do they get all this polka dot fur from? I know one of the team members, Zulu, Kerem Byrne, they rip and wears red and black fluffy underpants as well. Maybe he's got a secret store. He'll need something, certainly, because Diotoir's up and over. The judges look on. They'll be impressed by that sudden attack from Firestorm. And there, the lifting mechanism flicks Diotoir up and over. Diotoir, of course, has its own hydraulic arm. Now onto the flame pit. The lick of flame. The smile obliterated. The dead metal camera records it all. Once again, the splendid entertainers from Dublin's Fair City are left feeling hot under the collar, and Firestorm about to take on Dead Metal. Dead Metal sparking away there. Metal being burnt. The fur flickers, but not the life force inside Diotoir, I'm afraid. Kill-a-lot to finish it off with a coup de grace, perhaps. In goes the lance. In underneath the lifting mechanism of Diotoir, enabling Kill-a-lot to lift it, hoist it, and push it towards, well, Bash wants some fur. That's just getting cold out there. Now is the winter of Diotoir's discontent, certainly, if it is a wee bit chilly on the arena floor. The Firestorm boys look on. And I think we're about to see the mighty arena flipper. Diotoir righted. It's not all right. It's all gone wrong for the boys of Dublin. What a story, but Firestorm worthy winners.
No doubt about that one. Firestorm, hot stuff, through to our series semi-finals.
Well done to the Firestorm boys. The fairy story ends for Diotoir. The crowd have loved them to the very last minute. In the very first seconds of the Heat final, though, that's the damage. Flipped up from the arena floor, bouncing and burning. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
That was pretty magnificent.
Wasn't it? Gobsmacked.
You both are?
Yeah. Really thought they'd win.
You got souvenirs. Oh, that's mean.
Well, they gave them to us.
You have the Diotoir eye. You have the Diotoir fur, complete with lucky shamrock. Or is it a shamrock?
It is a shamrock, yeah. It's not very
It's
lucky.
not very lucky, is it? Well done. You are series semi-finalists. How do you feel?
Very good. Fantastic.
Good.
It's the show that RoboCop deplores, because we're good after 3 sequels of Robot Wars. Bye-bye.